Okay, we'll now work with pivot table charts. Oh, okay, relatively straightforward. I'm going to insert, I got my table nicely formatted. Now we're going to insert a chart. So as long as I'm clicked somewhere in here, if I'm outside, I can see that my pivot table panel, fields panel disappears. Click outside, it's gone. Click inside, I'm rocking. Okay, I want to be in pivot table analyze. And we're going to just insert a pivot chart. And we're going to want the, we're going 3D. Oh, it looks like we're going 3D. Nice. And then I click OK. And it puts my nice little chart there, throws it in the middle of my screen. Now, I want to move my chart. So let's move the chart. And I want to put it on its own worksheet in my workbook. So I'm going to move it to a new sheet and let's call it total sales chart report. Okay, that will be the name of my worksheet. And that's looking mighty ugly. Once again, I have my values here. I can still work with what I've got in terms of adding things, and Excel seems to have. And let's say I just want to get rid of the. Let's just go with average sales. So it's values. Okay, so let's pull those out, and there we go. Looking good. Yeah, my sheet still, I have my average sales. Okay, so when I made changes to the, when I just went with the average of sales 2014 and 2015, I can see when I pulled those out and got rid of the sums, it also changed my table, right? So now I'm dealing with just the average values. Okay. So if I'm clicking in the chart here, I can right click and I want to, over here, I want to format my data. I want to be okay, so I have to click on, if I click on the data, I want to format data series, and let's go cylinder. And cylinder, there we go. And we can probably do it up here. Okay. And now I want to add in titles. Add chart element. Let's add, okay, Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Total sales report. And I want that to be 24 for font. And then I want to add in my legend. Okay, so if I go add chart element, I'm going to add the legend, and I'm going to add it at the top, and I'm going to make that font a 12. Okay, looking good. Okay, and if I want to, I can select so children men, so I can filter. I can do all kinds of filtering if I want through here. Um, I can filter the style. And once again, my filtering is taking place, so it's dynamic between the two. So so I can filter that way. And here we go. Okay, looking good. Okay, so I want children, let's go department, children, men, and let's go. Okay, so let's insert. We're going to create a new one now. So let's create a new chart. Okay, so back to here. Let's insert a chart. Okay, we're back to here. Okay, throws that in. And I want cancel. So let's get into my, we're not formatting that anymore. So we're looking at, so we want sales venue as opposed to style. So let's pull it out. Sales venue, pull that down. Children, men, and let's keep them all. Just a little bigger. And there. So okay, we're sitting where we're sitting pretty. And now what I can do is I can insert my slicer dicer. Let's move this over here, make it look better. Okay, let's insert our slicer dicer. And we're going to want that for sales venue, department, and style. And we can move these around. I can resize them. So I'm just resizing. And now I can basically whoever is using this thing can now slice and dice all to their heart's content. So now I've got this in place. Let's all make them the same size for formatting purposes. Okay, so I've sliced and diced just children. I can then and I use the control button. I can select fields and delete fields. I can knock that, keep just bling. That's custom. And I can turn the filter off and then select them all. And I can, so if I take, if I want to, I can, with my control, I can pick. Oh. So I can use that. If I press the control button, then I can just reset. So let's say I just want standard and bling. So I pick standard first, and then if I control with, and then hold the control button down, then I can select bling, and away we go. Okay, so you can, then I can turn it off. So let's just do it again. So let's say I want children and women. I pick children, and then control, and then I can select women. Okay. This isn't the prettiest thing, so I would have to gussy this up a bit. Um, yeah, looking good. I'm just trying to think of how I could format this better. Let's make this a little smaller. I'm just doing some funky formatting. And let's just throw our slicer and dicer here. And it's all staying within my style too, right? So if I pivot table design, I can change it. So if I go here, I can change my slicers. Just changing everything to blue. And then for my chart, let's go with design. And let's bunk up my chart. I can change colors. Let's go with more of a blue. And there we go. And voila. So you can fiddle around with the format too.